It's the 1,000 miles of Smackdown recap. Damien Sandow shows me the prettiest smile I've ever seen while he pins Ezekiel Jackson. Sin Cara returns and Heath Slater does half of his moves for him and gives Sin Cara the victory.
Some way, somehow, Ryback defeated the world's greatest tag team.
Sheamus defeats Ziggler as Swagger tries to distract him. Primetime players are making millions of dollars, but they can't buy a victory from Ryder and Santino. Big Show ends Zack Ryder's career with a body slam on the steel stairs. Christian Color commentates while Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads on Tyson Kidd. AJ gets lined out by D-Bry. And Kane kills Punk and Bryan with a double choke slam. And Big Johnny comes out after the carnage and makes the WWE Championship match at No Way Out a triple threat match by adding Kane. But if you ask me, that doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, what did Kane even do? He didn't even win this match and he lost. Now this show is never supposed to be negative, but something happened this week. And honestly, I have no idea what it was, so sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and enjoy. Monday Night Raw opens up, and Michael Cole goes whomping and a whomping, lining John Cena out with everything that he can find. If you know what movie that's from, consider yourself a 69 out of 69. Cole then runs to the back and properly and professionally asks Johnny Ace to pull him out of the match. Now I'm gonna take a moment and talk about Ziggler's little butt-shaking entrance. It's one of the highlights of Raw. Now you can look at me funny all you want, but like Tommy Dreamer says, it's not gay, it's pro wrestling. Or as I like to say, it's only gay if you make it gay. But this match though between Ziggler and Sheamus is pretty groovy, and it ends exactly how the match would have ended on Friday Night SmackDown if Swagger didn't show up on SmackDown. So after the match, Sheamus is celebrating and he's walking up the ramp backwards. When if you just think a little bit about it and use a little bit of your premonition, you knew Alberto Del Rio was gonna come out there and ram into him just like Sheamus did to Del Rio a couple weeks ago. I don't think I've ever seen a hanging armbar before, but I know I don't want one of those. So Vince McMahon's gonna be back on Raw next week, and it's the only thing that could save this whole job performance evaluation thing. But Vince. Next up is Sin Cara versus Hunico. Is it just me, or Sin Cara's match is just not that entertaining anymore? They feel so fake. Like, I'm trying not to complain on my show. I honestly am. But these matches that Sin Cara's in, it's like half of the match has to be... No, I'll shut up. Half of the match is his opponent setting up everything. And they're things that you'd normally... They're kind of cool looking, yes, but geez, I try to sit here... Okay, I'm just gonna stop. But the best thing about this match though was when they cut to Camacho, they gave him a close-up, and Michael Cole said, and here's Camacho looking on, and Camacho looked exactly like this. They make an announcement that Ryback is up next, and I'm like, man, I could have just watched the Smackdown recap of the Raw Loaf this week and been done with it. But tonight, Ryback is facing what, like the unidentical twins Stan Stansky and Arthur Rosenberg? If you notice my tweets, I'm complaining. I had never thought I'd get to this point, but at the same time, I'm thinking you have 4 hours of television. Why do the same thing for 2 hours? This show isn't fun right now. I might as well start doing TNA because at least they only do 1 show a week so they can't repeat themselves over and over. Should I do TNA? They are going live here pretty soon, right? Speaking of TNA, Scott Steiner really needs to face Ryback. Just give Scott Steiner a microphone and let him talk for like 5 minutes in the ring and then let those two clash. That's fantasy booking gold right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm thinking what might be more interesting right now is let's take a look at what's in one of my cabinets. Watch this. Raspberry lemonade versus natural cherry pomegranate. Wasn't that more exciting than Raw has been so far? Okay, look at this, all this pasta. I bought this for like 88 cents. Mac and cheese. What do you know about mac and cheese? Look it over in my other... Look, wrestling's on. I'm not even really paying attention. I feel kind of bad. You know, I started this show because I got tired of all the other shows whining and complaining about everything. Now, is this what happens with shows about Monday Night Raw or pro wrestling? Or, well, I'm guessing WWE because they're the only ones doing more than 1 weekly show. I'm sitting here just like reflecting. I'm looking over. I'm like, oh man, wrestling's on. I'm not paying attention. Punk's wrestling and he's climbing up on the top rope right now. Punk getting ready to jump off the top rope onto Kane. Hits him with a kind of a double axe handle, kicks him in the face, throws him back into the ring, and like, this is just a one-time thing. This is Smackdown. This is literally what Smackdown was doing last week. Except Michael Cole and Cena. Like, it's the exact same thing. I don't know, I'm looking at that mac and cheese, I'm thinking about making it. So to make mac and cheese, you have to start boiling your water first. And to help it boil faster, you want to keep the heat trapped in. Put a cover on it, it keeps the heat in. There's the little holes there, that's just to be safe. And I'll keep an eye on wrestling. Let me tell you about how wonderful macaroni and cheese is. It comes in little boxes like this. They cost like, what, 40 cents? They fill you up. Even the instant classic Christian Cage said he lived off macaroni and cheese. I don't doubt it. I pretty much do right now. I will watch when Punk hits the Macho Man. Oh jeez, I should be showing you what I'm doing, right? So the water's starting to boil. You go ahead and just put that mac and cheese in there, or just the macaroni. You want to make sure you put a little salt in there for some reason. So I like to add what I call a little bit of salt. Brian's attacking Punk while Punk has the referee distracted. See all that boiling right there? That's like oh, AJ's back. AJ's back. I'm done with macaroni. AJ's here. Alright, so it just got kind of interesting. Apparently AJ likes anything that can stand. If this was See No Evil and AJ got up and looked at Kane like that, this whole segment would have panned out way differently. And Daniel Bryan attacking Kane when he's going after AJ. Oh my god, we're gonna have like a menage a trois. That's not PG. Look at this. I turned off the heat. My bad. Don't turn off the heat when it's not done, okay? So my mac and cheese is done boiling. Safely grab the sides. We're gonna take it over to the sink. Run the cool water a little bit. Pour it into your strainer. You pour that macaroni back in there. Now, ah man, I messed up. I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm doing. Grab the margarine. Smart balance. I don't necessarily measure, I just take a scoop. That's too much. Whatever. Ah man, I don't have any milk. Don't have milk? Just use water. Water fixes everything. We pour that cheese powder in there. Yum, 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 yum. So I had a little mental breakdown during the Punk and Kane match, but the ending to it, I enjoyed it a little bit because of AJ. Wow. And then the way she talked to Josh Matthews in that little promo. Alright, I'm back. I've been seeing a lot of headlines that the WWE is losing some ratings in the social media world, and to have Michael Cole just plea out like that for everybody to start tweeting that he should not be in the match. That's like a guy giving up his standards because he hasn't gotten any in a while. Standards are amazing. Standards define life. You never drop your standards for anybody. You make that mistake once, shame on you. You make that mistake twice, kill yourself. Just kidding, don't. That sounded good in my head. And that was relationship advice from Loaf X. Whoa! Did I just turn Raw on? We got R-Truth and Kofi versus Rex and Hawkins? I'm just looking for the last time I saw Rex and Hawkins. Like in a match? On TV? Not on the internet. On TV? Not NXT? Not Superstar? On television! Truth and Kofi came out all bandaged up because they took that beating from Big Show last week. But it doesn't quite hold them back. Kofi hits the Trouble in Paradise after he misses the first one and pins for a 3 count. So they show Triple H remembering his return back in 2002 on the Monday Night Raw after his quad was injured. Triple H said, I wasn't sure if there was gonna be crickets. Triple H, you know you were not thinking that. So it's time for Michael Cole versus John Cena. But then Johnny Ace comes out and says he over-delivers, and he pulls out, of course, Tenzai, who is undefeated against John Cena. Is down in the dumps I've been this whole night over Raw. Michael Cole's dancing. So good. But the point in the match when John Cena clotheslined Tenzai over the top rope, man, the crowd blew up like Hulk Hogan just body slammed Andre the Giant. So good. Cena versus Lord Tenzai. If Cena wins, he gets to face Michael Cole in a no DQ match. My favorite part during this match was when Michael Cole just slapped the hell out of John Cena. That was, I almost forgot about this whole episode of Smackdown when that happened. Now, you haven't heard this much emotion from the announce team in years, man. Cole and Lawler were into this like,
so good.
Tenzai's on top of this match, but he turns it around when he goes for the backsplash and misses. Cena rallies, does his whole thing, and pins Tenzai after an AA for the 1, 2, 3. So now it's Michael Cole versus Cena in a no DQ match. I'm just kind of upset Cole didn't get into his wrestling gear because that guy has a bone. You don't know what a bone is? I'm going to tell you what a bone is. Body of a man. Did you hear the women go wild? Oh my, that blew my mind. And did you see his silky smooth legs? It's only gay if you make it gay. Michael Cole had this match in the bag, but Cena had to give him a low blow. Dirty. I know not many of you are gonna like this, but I enjoyed this last segment. It was entertaining. I just really wish Michael Cole would have actually ended up pinning Cena. I don't know why people hate Cole. He's like the funniest part of Raw and SmackDown. That guy's hilarious. I love his trolling. He gets all of you. The only thing I probably would have done differently was when Cena was hitting him with that fire extinguisher, when the Halon or whatever, when that all settled, Lesnar was there. Tenzai came out, didn't work out for Michael Cole. Now if you like seeing Michael Cole covered in JR's barbecue sauce, this is what you want to see. But John Cena didn't like it too much because he hit him with the AA and got the pin. Second Raw in a row where there was no Divas match? Divas match is less than 60 seconds 4. I'm adding one from last week because there wasn't one last week. I guess if they would have had a Divas match on Smackdown, there would have been one on Raw. That does it for episode number 14 of the Raw Loaf, and I do apologize for the negative tone to this episode, but I'm saying, I was just, you know, I watch SmackDown, I do my SmackDown thing, and then I turn it to Raw, and then I'm watching SmackDown again, and I'm like, come on. A few things changed, I get that, but literally, almost the exact same thing. This episode, I apologize for taking your time. This is a shameful episode. I rub my chest a lot. Maybe it's worth watching because I've been doing that. I probably edited it out because I was probably not saying the right things when I was rubbing my chest. Do what you will with this episode. I apologize. Maybe that's the thing. I'm literally looking around for answers right now, and I don't have them for you. So I hope you have a good week. Oh! There was one other thing I wanted to ask you. If you made it this far, you're a champion. You know how my show is kind of like a variety show. I usually open with a skit. I didn't this week. This is because time. Then I do my SmackDown review, and then I do the Raw Loaf. And sometimes I do little skits in there too. So, I'm thinking, should I separate them and have where I just do skits throughout the week, or one skit a week, then I do the SmackDown review after SmackDown, which would still be really short and quick. And then do the Raw Loaf sway? I don't know. It's just something I'm putting out there.